Is it safe?
Which one proxy? Which one for AWS Solution Architect?
No, CK.
Okay, okay.
Is it safe to give proxy exam?
No problem, no problem. You can attend.
Okay.
You're taking help of proxy, na? You're telling that you're taking help of proxy.
Yeah, I mean, not
Okay, you
taking,
want
I'm
to write
asking,
down, you
is
want to
it?
write down the Kubernetes exam, and you are taking the help,
Yeah,
someone help, huh? No
yeah.
problem, no problem. You can take and you can write down. Okay.
Okay.
Meanwhile, you can just brush up your skills and enhance your skills.
There are some companies online, they do the exam remotely or something. They take some money.
Okay.
I
So
am not sure how it goes, but
is there. His proxies are there that can take exam remotely and they take just take from money and they will give certification. Is there.
yeah.
In
But
India, in
is
India
it
is also there.
is it safe to give proxy exam?
No problem. It is safe. But thing is
Uh,
there, you need, so if you go for interview, you need skills also.
yeah, we'll learn the skill,
Okay.
no
Okay.
problem.
So in the
So
previous,
so
yes, yes.
can you give later some companies who do proxies if you know?
Okay. Okay. We'll do that. Okay. We'll learn the.
Oh,
I'll just inform that later. Okay.
okay,
So now
thank you.
the screen is shared.
Yeah,
Screen is shared. I
yeah,
think. 1 minute.
yes.
I'll make it as for recording. Okay, that's all recording. Yeah, previous class we had created a one like disk. Okay, disk is created and attached to the Windows. Okay, now in this class we're going to do the practice for the Linux. Okay, so Windows is not bit difficult, very easy to attach and disk, but Linux is somewhere having a some commands are there. We need to remember the Linux only instead of Windows. Windows is not big task. Here we're going to create one
Yeah,
instance and we're going to connect the attach the volume or disk to the Linux instance. For this one, first we need to create a launch instance. First we need to launch a Linux instance. Okay.
yeah.
By the default, Linux instance is created. AWS will attach automatically one volume, that is a 8 GB volume, EBS volume. Inside this root volume, you have a operating system files are there. Okay.
Okay, okay.
In Windows, it is having 30 GB. Inside the root volume, it contains the system files and the operating system files. Now created an instance. You can check here. I created instance, which is the Linux instance. Under the EBS volume, if you go check under the EBS volume, under the volumes, you can check here. There is a disk is created by the AWS itself. What is the size here? 8
8
GB.
GB.
And size and type is GP3. Type is GP3. Okay. I'd explain
Yeah,
you what is meant GP3. Okay.
yeah.
Now we're going to log into the machine. We're going to log into the machine. How are we going to log into machine? Either you can move extern or git bash, or else you can use any method. I'm just taking this command. I'm using the git bash. Copy this command. Go to the download folder. Here, right click here. Go to the show more option. Click on the open git bash here and paste the command. So then first I think I'm going to log into the machine. I'm logging into the root. Okay, how are you going to log into the root? By typing sudo su. Okay. Next command. And the next command is, what is the next command? The first
Update.
command or next command. I want to know the what are the storage devices. Means list the block storages. What is mean that what are the hard disks are connected to your computer. To know this one, we need to type command lsblk. What is mean by this one? LSBLK stand for list the block storages. Can you list the block storages? When I type LSBLK, it will list the block storages. So when I type LSBLK, it shows the list the block storage. One storage device is there. That name is XVDA. Okay. If XVDA, under this XVDA, what is the size of the disk is 8 GB. So this XVDA disk, this single disk is divided into parts, nothing but a partition. How many partition? Three partition. It was divided automatically by the AWS itself when you instance is created. There is only one disk is there. You can observe how many disks are there. There is only
Yeah,
one disk,
one.
and these disks are divided into partitions. Understood? Divided into partitions. Got it? Now I'm going to create a disk. How will you create a disk? How will you create a disk? Go to the instance where we can create the disk. Go to the instance under the elastic block storage. We have an option is
Yeah.
there. Click on
Volume.
values. You click on the create volume, and we need to check that where the instance is created. Okay, if you we need to check that where the instance is created. Check the availability zone where the instance is created. Here we are not added any specific availability zone. We are not selected. When you don't select any availability zone, the AWS will pick any one of the availability zone. Here automatically pick it, the AWS will pick the automatically pick the availability zone, and the instance is created in the 1B. Where it is created?
One B.
Now volume is created in which availability zone? Where
One
we need
B.
to create? Yes, exactly. Very good. Here go to the create volume here. Click on create volume, and I'll just give the 10 GB here. And which availability zone we need to select here? 1B. Okay, 1B. Okay. Then click on
Yeah.
the create volume. Once the volume is created, then this volume need to attach to the EC2. Volume needs to attach it to the which one? EC2. Select this volume. Click on attach volume. Select the instance and select the device name. Now again type the command lsplk. When you type lsplk, can you see here having another disk is attached? Can you observe here?
Yeah.
One 10 GB disk is there. Okay, with that 10 GB
Yeah.
disk, extra disk is there. Here in the Windows, uh, once we attach the Windows instance, once we attach the EBS value to first, then we need to create a partition. Then how to create a partition? In Windows you have a graphical tool is there, that is disk management tool. Because the Windows is a graphical user interface system. To create a partition, we have a one tool called disk management tool. By using the disk management tool, we created a partition, isn't it? Yesterday what
Yeah.
we did? here, but you don't have any graphical user, you don't have a graphical user operating system, you don't have any graphical tool. By using command line utility tool, we're going to create a partition. By using the command line utility tool, we're going to create a partition. Understand? Understand? For this one, type, what is the tool name? Fdisk. Okay, what is that? Fdisk. Fdisk is a command line utility tool. Fdisk is a command line utility tool. By using fdisk, we can create the partition. Fdisk is a command line utility tool. By using this fdisk, we can create a partition. Type fdisk /dav means by the default Linux all hard disk, this pen drive, SSD will reside inside this folder. Which folder? /dav. That is nothing but a /device folder. Whenever you create a hard disk, it will be under this folder. Which folder? /dav. Okay. What is the disk name here? What is the disk name here? What is the disk name? XVDB.
XDB.
Okay,
XDB, yeah.
XVDB. Okay. Then press enter. Press enter. To create a partition, type fdisk space /dav/xvdb. Then enter. Then to create a partition, it is asking for command M for help. I just type here M. Then when I type press M here, there are multiple options are listed here. To create a new partition, press N. To delete the partition, press D. To list the partitions, press L. To print the partition, press P. To change the partition type, press T. Like to print the information of partition, press I. And also to save the partition, to save or write the partition, press W. To pick from the partition table, press Q. I want to create a new partition. Then I type here which one? N. Understand? N here. Understand? To create a new partition, I need to press which one? N. Got it? Here, press N. Okay? Then it asking for the primary partition or extended partition. There are two types of partitions are there. Primary partition generally used for to run the operating system. Extended partition to store the data. But I don't want to create a primary and extended. I just keep it as default. I want to keep it as default as a primary. For this one, keep it as default as primary. Press enter. Okay. This again, this disk, you need to create a partitions. Like I want to create a again disk is the 10 GB. I want to create a partition this month. Mean that make a parts like 10 GB. I want to make two partition. 1 GB one partition, 5 GB one partition, another partition 5 GB. If you want to make a partition inside the disk, you can make a partition also. I don't want to make a partition. I would keep its default. Again press enter. I don't want to make a partition. If you want to make a partition, give the number of the partition. I'll just keep it default, press enter. Again it asking for the size of the partition. In the 10 GB, how much you will allocate to the partition. So you can make it 2, 3, 4 like multiple partitions to make. I don't want to make a partition. I will keep it as a single disk as a single partition. Just press enter. Again this press enter. Now the partition is created. Once the partition is created, to save here, what is the save? Here press W. To quit from this partition, need to press Q. Okay, press Q. Got it? Then type here WQ. Now WQ. Got it? Now again we can check LSBLK. You can check here LSBLK. Now under this disk, one partition is created. Can you observe this? Can you observe this? This partition is created or not?
Yes.
Now we're going to do the again. Okay, once the partition is created, again we need to do the format. Okay, format. So what is my format? There are multiple formats are used by the Linux. One of the Linux formats are like okay, formatting. To do the formatting, Linux use ext3. What is that? ext3, ext4, and XFS file formats. Okay, what is the file formats? How the files are folders are stored? Which format use? Linux use Linux use ext3, ext4, XFS. Whereas Windows use NTFS and FAT. NTFS and FAT. Windows use the file format to store the data. One is the NTFS and FAT. Whereas Linux use ext3, ext4 and XFS. Understand? Okay. So what is the file system here? It is nothing but how the data is stored. Here one of the file system is there, ext3. What is that? ext3. Okay. Another file system is there, what? ext4. Okay. ext4. Understood? Another file system is there, what? XFS. What is that? XFS. Understood? We need to do the format. Then only you can access the disk. To do the format, then we can follow the multiple file system. One is the ext3 and second one is the ext4, and you can use XFS. Okay, you can use XFS. Got it?
Yes.
Here, if you see here, ext3, ext4, and extf, here there are multiple system. The maximum file size ext is 2 TB. Suppose if the hard disk is there less than 2 TB, you go for ext3. If it is hard disk is less than 16 TB, then more than 2 TB and less than 16 TB for ext4. XFX is 8 EB exabyte. Okay, okay. The performance is very high in the XFS. The performance is low in the ext3. There's performance is moderate in the ext4. Okay, got it? Here first, then I need to do the format. Then I will just use the ext4 to do the format. What is the command here? MKFS. MKS stand for make file system. Okay, what is my MKFS? MKS stand for make file system. Then which file format I want to use? ext4. ext4. Then which partition I need to do the file? I want to do the part. Which file system I need to do the? I want to do the file system. Which file? Which partition? What is the partition name? Slash dev.
XVDB1.
Yes, very good, very good. XVDB1. Okay, XVDB1. Then after that, the problem here in Linux operating system treat as everything as a file. You understand? Linux doesn't understand, like Windows can be segregated and differentiated partition and file folder, everything is differentiated in the Windows. But the problem in the Linux is it won't differentiate partition, folder and file. Everything treat as a file. Got it? Linux treat as everything as a file. Even partition also you can treat as a file. To access the partition which is created, the access partition, we can't directly access the partition because Linux cannot recognize the partition. Okay. So because to access the partition, first we need to create a folder. Then this folder is attached to the that partition. So then only we can access. The process of attaching folder to the partition is known as the mounting. If you don't mount, you can't access the partition. You understand?
Mhm.
You can't directly access the partition, brother, in Linux, any Linux. To access this partition, we need to create a folder. Then we need to attach this folder to the partition. The attaching the folder to the partition is in the mounting. If you don't do mount, you can't access the partition. Got it?
Yes.
Here first we need to create a folder. To create a folder, what is the command here? mkdir. Mkdir stands for make directory, which create the folder or directory. Okay. Here I am just creating a folder mkdir/java. Okay. I created a folder. Understood. Why I had mentioned slash means I am creating under the root directory. I want to create a folder under the root directory. Okay. So what is the folder name is there? Javed. Then how will you mount? Command is mount. Okay. What is the that's partition name? What is the partition name is /dev xvdb1. And what is the folder name? Javed. What is the folder name? Javed. Understand?
Yes.
Now again go to the lsblk. Now you can check here. So now we can check here. There is one disk is created xvdb. Under the xvdb, we have one partition is created xvdb1, and this is mounted with the Javed folder. Okay. Then how will I access this one? Go to the cd Javed. Cd means change directory. So go to the folder. Inside this folder, we can access the partition, and we can create a files. To create files, what is the command? Touch command. Touch followed by the file name. Okay, like that you can write the data inside this folder. You understood?
Yeah.
Yes.
Do you have any doubt? Please, again I will explain again later.
I'm
Anyhow, I'll
good,
send you
sir.
this. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll send you this commands to you, no problem. You don't need to worry this thing. Okay.
Okay, sir.
These are the commands. You're getting video from Swapna?
No.
Okay, no problem. Myself, I'm recording here, no problem for you. I'll just give you. Okay.
Okay.
So is it okay? Now again I am going to explain. See here, I will explain one more time. What is me LSBLK? LSBLK stand for list the block
List.
storages.
Yeah.
Okay. So once when you type LSBLK, it will list the block storages. So system basically when first time it will show only one disk is there. Then after that we create another disk. Then when you type LSBLK, it will list the two disk. It will list the two disk. Another thing is there, the naming convention may be different from one region to other region. If you move to other region, it may be not xpdb. It may be like nmss00. This one xpdb. Remaining are everything is same. The disk name should may be different. The new regions they have a attached the uh, SSD NVM3. So then when you type list the block storage instead of XVDB, it will list the NVSM001, NVSM002 like that. You got my point?
Say it again, sir. I did not understand.
Here when you have this name, the disk name. What is the disk name is there here? XVDB.
XVD. Yeah.
It may be not same for all regions, brother. If you shift to other region, not I'm just working on the North Virginia region.
Oh. Oh, okay, okay. Got it now. Yeah.
Okay, if you shift to other region, the name can be different. The commands are same. The disk name not be XPDB. It may be NMS001, NMSSC002 like that. Okay.
Yeah. Got it. Yeah.
Instead of that, you can replace this XPDB with NMS001. Got it?
Yes, sir.
So then to create a partition, press fdisk slash dav and slash xvdb. Okay, it will create a partition. To create a partition, press N, new partition, then select the press enter four times. Then to save and exit, press WQ. Okay, press WQ. Then we need to create a format. How to do the format? By using this command mkfs.ext4 slash dav slash xvd1, it will format. Then after that format, we need to do the mounting. How to do the mounting? By typing mkdir, created a folder, and this folder is attached to the this partition. Then how will access the partition? Just go inside the folder, then we can write down the data, then we can ready to access the folder, access the partition. Okay, because we can't
Okay.
directly access the partition, instead of that I'm just attached a folder to the partition, then by the help of the folder we can access the partition. Got it?
Yeah.
Yes.
Now the next thing you'll want to do that, suppose this having a disk is there, inside the disk you are running an application, the data, the user data is there, inside this data the user data is there. So I want to take a backup. If you don't take a backup, if any disaster occurs, then data will be lost. So then you are responsible to for the data. So for that one, we will take a backup. We'll take a backup. Understood? In AWS, the backup is known as the snapshot. What is that? Snapshot.
Snapshot.
Snapshot is nothing but a point of time backup. Okay, it is a time of point in time the backup. Okay, so why we need to take a backup to provide disaster and recovery. Okay, okay, if any disaster is there, we are going to recover the data. Okay, this is known as the snapshot. Okay, so here I created a disk here. What is the disk name? That is the volume one. Inside the disk, I added a data like have I added a data. You can check here added a data. Okay, okay, then I'll take the backup. If you take the backup, any disaster occurs or intentionally or unintentionally, if the data disk is deleted, again we can recover. If you take a backup, if anything happens, what happen? Again we can recover or not.
Yeah.
So we'll do that. Okay. Another thing is there. We'll do that. Huh? Again, go to the console here. There is a one volume is there. You can check here. There is one volume is there.
Yes.
So what we do now, first we'll take the backup, then we're going to delete the volume. First we'll take the backup, then we're going to delete the volume. So after deleting the volume, because I had taken already snapshot, that is nothing but a backup. If you restore the snapshot, again we can recover the data. Understand?
Okay. Yeah.
This is the volume one. You can take the backup for the instance also in the next class. Mean that tomorrow's class I will explain you how to take a backup of the instance also. Even though having instance have deleted or if they having any issue with instance, again we can recover. Got it?
Yeah.
Here there is a volume is there. Inside this volume you have a data is there. I will take the backup. To take the backup here, just right click here or go to the actions. Go to the action. There is one option is there what? Create snapshot. Here, what is that? Create snapshot. Here click on the create snapshot. Description, I'm taking the description as giving description as backup for volume 1. It's not mandatory. Okay, now just click here, create a snapshot. It takes from 5 to 10 minutes, then automatically the backup will be taken by the AWS. Okay, this one the backup is taken. You can check here in the snapshot option. Now taking
Sir,
the backup. I have
sir, the backup has to be in the same availability zone.
yes. No,
Okay.
no, snapshot can be restored in any availability zone, no problem.
Okay.
Any region also, brother, you can shift to any other availability zone. Snapshot is not
Okay.
availability zone specific. Suppose you want to restore in other availability zone, other region having another, that can be also possible.
Okay. Thank you.
The snapshot is not availability zone specific. Got it?
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
created a snapshot in the North Virginia region. I want to restore in other region, other availability zone. That is kind of also possible.
Okay.
Clear? Okay.
Yeah.
Now if you here, it is taking the backup here. You can check here. The snapshot here you can check in pending state. In the which state?
Panic state.
Pending state. And it will around 5 minutes we need to wait. Once the 5 minutes over, it takes the backup. Then what we do now, again the value which was created previously, we're going to intentionally delete. Okay, we're going to delete the volume. Okay. Okay. So after deleting the volume, I have a snapshot is there. I have a restore option is there. By using the snapshot or restore, we can recover. Okay.
Yeah.
Now backup is completed. You can check here. What is that? Backup is?
Back completed.
Now go to the volume here. To delete the volume, I told you yesterday, first we need to detach from the instance. If you don't detach from the instance, you won't find any delete option. Okay? Here, if you check here volume, you don't find any delete option here. You don't find any.
Delete.
So then how will you find the delete option? First we need to what? Detach. Then only you can find the delete option. If we don't delete, we don't find any delete option. Again, just refresh here. Just detach it there. Now I'm going to delete the volume. Now I'm going to delete the volume. Just right click here. Delete. Now volume is deleted. Again go to the instance here, type ls_vlk. So here how many disk is there?
On.
So we have, because we have deleted. Okay. Then we're going to restore. Then go to how to restore here. Go to the snapshot, brother. Okay. Now as already told now, that snapshot, by using snapshot you can restore another availability zone also. Okay. You just click on this one. You click on the copy snapshot and it shows the other regions. You can check here the other regions. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. You can restore another region also. No problem. Okay. Got it? First we need to copy the snapshot to other region. Then we need to, from the snapshot, we need to make a volume. Understood?
Yeah.
Here, to create a volume here, click on here. What is the option is there? Create volume from the snapshot. Okay?
Yeah.
And you want to make changes to the disk. Previous was from 10 GB. I want to make 20 GB also. It will, we can change to 1020 also. Okay? Which availability zone we created the volume in 1B. Okay? 1B. Okay? Now create a volume. The volume is created. Volume is created. And data is all restored. Okay? Here you can check here. Again, there is one volume is created. This which volume? The restored volume. This is known as the restored volume.
Sir, you picked the
Yes.
availability zone 1B, right?
Yes.
You could
Yes.
pick anyone you want.
If you pick anyone, it won't attach, brother. Mean that you can restore another availability zone also. But thing is right now, I need a volume. It is created, instance is created 1B. That's why I am creating the volume in the 1B. You got it?
Okay.
You can restore in any availability zone, no problem. Okay, but thing is there, I want to create, attach a volume which is the instance is there 1B. That's why I created the volume in the 1B
Oh, okay.
only.
Okay.
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 Now
Yeah.
this is the
Yeah.
restore volume is there. Again we need to, this restore volume need to attach here. Need to attach here. How will you attach here? Go to the attach volume. Now again go here, type ls_vlk. Now check in here. Is okay?
Yeah.
Now I'll check the data here which was created. Now okay, brother?
Yes.
Mm,
The data which is created by the F1, F2, F3, F4, that is there.
yeah.
That's it. That is for the taking the backup of the disk. Is also known as snapshot. Understand?
But Yeah, but sir, the instance is in North Virginia, right?
Instance is also in North Virginia, brother.
Okay.
If the instance is not in North Virginia, then how it can be attached? You don't find the option. You won't able to attach.
Okay.
Okay. One thing I want to tell you that snapshot can be restored in any availability zone. Okay, got my point. But thing is there, my instance right now is there in the North Virginia availability zone 1B. That's why I restore my snapshot in the North Virginia 1B only. You got my point?
Okay. Okay. Okay.
The
Okay.
snapshot can be restored in any availability zone, any region. That is no issue. But the thing is there, my instance is there in the North Virginia 1B only. That's why I created a snapshot and restored in that region and that availability zone only. You
Oh,
understand,
okay.
friend?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
This I want to restore in other availability zone. That can be possible. I show you that. That is possible. But thing is there, my instance is there in 1B, North Virgin. That's why I created a and restored snapshot in 1B. You got my point?
Okay. Okay. Yeah. 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 Thank you.
So now it is okay. Anything I need to explain to you?
No, sir. Clear. Thank you.
Now, okay. Now the next thing is there. What is the next thing? There is one instance is there. You can check here. Suppose think like that. This is the instance. Inside this instance we are running an application. Get that? Inside this instance we are running in a web application. Okay. Then so once the we run this web application inside this instance, then customers or clients are experiencing that they are accessing the web application with some latency. You got my point?
Yeah.
Then what we need to do generally, you have a laptop, then if you experience that your laptop is working slowly, then what we do, so maybe due to virus also the sometimes the laptop also runs slowly. Okay, then we need to upgrade your resources like a RAM and processor and other things. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, when the
Yes.
laptop is running slowly, then you will make it 8 GB or 16 GB, isn't it?
Yeah.
The same thing here also possible. Okay, what is the type of the instance here? T2 micro. Okay. Okay, I want to upgrade to the next level. You understand?
Mm-hmm.
So because of because of because of what? Because of the resources are not enough to run the web application. The resources are not enough to run the web application. Understood? For that one, what we need to, we can upgrade to the next level of the instance. It is possible in AWS to upgrade to the next level. Okay, got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Then what happens here to upgrade here? Just click on this instance here. There is one option is there. Multiple options are there. Go to the instance setting, and there is one option is there. Here change instance type. You can observe here. It is grayed out, but you can observe here change instance type. It is visible to
Yes.
you. It is visible to you, but is it gray out? I'll tell you
The
that why
grayed
it is
out.
Is
gray
it?
out. But
Yeah.
the
Because the
problem here is there,
this is running.
when the instance is running, we can't change the instance type. You got my point?
Yeah.
Yeah.
When the instance is running, you can't upgrade to the next level. For that one, first we need to stop the instance. Okay, stop the instance.
Okay.
You may ask me question that if you stop the instance, then web application goes down, then how will you manage? For that one, in real time the web application won't run on a single server. Generally in real time the web application won't run in the single server, it will run on multiple servers only. If one service goes to maintenance, the other servers are there, they will do that. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay.
So now how will
Yeah.
you change the instance type? First we need to stop the instance. Here there is one option is there, stop the instance. Got it?
Yeah.
Just click on stop here. Wait for stop. Once it is stopped only, we can upgrade to the next level. What it? Why you are upgrading to the next level? Because our customers are experiencing that they have some latency there. They're enabled to access the web application very slowly. Then for avoid this such problem, we need to upgrade the resources of the instance. To upgrade the resources, then we need to upgrade to the next level of the instance. For doing that, first we need to do the stop. First we need to do the what? Stop. Got it?
Yeah.
So it is stopping now. We'll wait for 2 minutes. Once it is stopped, we can upgrade to the next level. Okay. The upgradation can be
Yeah.
happen only if we stop on even Azure also same thing. Okay. In
Okay.
Azure also same thing happened. During the instance running, we can't change. Okay.
Sir, I have a question.
Okay.
Let's say we have 10 different instances, right? Servers.
Okay.
So if we want to deploy an application,
Okay.
do we have to deploy application to all servers?
Yes, exactly.
Well, is there any that's where the automation comes, right? To deploy uh same time to all servers?
That
Or I have
I'll
to
explain
deploy one by one?
tomorrow. I'll explain that. Okay.
Okay.
For that one, you need to create image, brother.
Okay, okay, okay.
If we need to create
Machine
image,
image?
machine image. Then if you
Okay.
deploy image, automatically web application will deploy in all servers. If you don't have
Okay.
image, if you don't have image, each and individual machine we need to run the web application separately. Instead of that, we'll create image. From the image, we're going to create instances. Then automatically it will be created. And another option is there. Auto scaling option is there. In future, we're going to learn that auto scaling. It will
Oh,
create
okay,
a
okay,
automatic.
okay.
Okay, that will cover in
Yeah.
the future. Okay.
Okay.
Now it is
Thank
in
you. Thank
stop
you.
state. You can check here. Then we're going to change to the next step.
양라자마 빈디야 보이세요? 엔데드송이 팔로미
Here, right click
Okay.
here. In instance setting, here what is that now? Now it is visible.
Yeah.
Yes.
Change instance type here. Now it asking for the present is what is the instance type T2 micro. What is that?
T2
Yes.
micro.
So it asking for the upgradation. Okay, upgradation. Which thing you want to select? 1 minute. It is loading here. Now you can check here. Can you observe here? Can you observe
Oh,
here?
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll make it a don't
Many.
select the C2 all this thing. Okay, don't select this all this thing. Instead of that, select a 2 GB and 4 GB. Don't select like multiple huge space. Then I will get a generate unnecessarily generate bill. I selected a T2 small. Okay, which one?
T2
It's too
small.
small.
So you can check the difference here. The previous T2 micro, that is this is the pricing, and the T2 small, this is the pricing. Okay, this is having a $0.023. The previously it is having one CPU. This one also having one CPU. The previous one having 1 GB RAM. Now this is having a 2 GB RAM. Got it?
Yeah, yeah.
So you can check according to requirement. Okay, you can check according to requirement. I just selected the next level only because of the pricing. If you select like having huge number of RAM and processor, then it will unnecessary. It will generate a huge bill. Okay.
Yeah.
So now changing to which one, brother? I'm changing to which one?
T2 small.
It is.
Okay. Downgrade also possible, brother.
Yeah.
But volume downgrade is not possible. Remember that.
Okay. Okay. Volume not possible.
Volume would was found possible. Suppose you created a volume 30 GB, you can't downgrade to 20 GB. You can upgrade only. The volume cannot be downgraded. Got it? Previously you created a volume is 30 GB space. That cannot be downgraded. It can only upgraded only. But here type
Okay.
of the instance we can upgrade and downgrade. No problem.
Okay, sir. My next question. Let's say I have 10 instances. They're T2 micro, 10 of them.
Okay.
If I want to make T2 small for 10 of them, do I have to do one by one, or there is any system I can change everything in one go?
Generally you need to do the individual only. Okay, individual only. If you know Python, you can make it that one.
Okay.
So
All right.
then this thing you can done. So once we have like 7 years of 6 years of experience, then we can manage by using write down the Python scripts. By using Python border script, you can manage. Okay. So the initial stages not need like 5 years experience. If you have AWS and 5 years experience, you don't need to do all these things. Okay. That can possible also by
Okay.
writing the scripts. That can also possible, brother.
Okay.
That can be also possible by using the Python Boto 3 script.
Go to three script. Okay, sir.
Or now it is changed. You can see in the word what is the type here? Instance type. Do you observe?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Again, I want to upgrade. If the instance is running, you can't upgrade. Downgrade. I want to downgrade. Okay, then I will do downgrade here. Again, go to the instance setting. There is one option is the change instance type. You can downgrade also possible. Downgrade also possible. But volume downgrade possible.
No.
Okay. Now it is a 2 to small. I'll make it as T2 small to T2 micro. Okay. The previous one is T2 small. Now I'm making to the micro. Now again refresh it. Takes time. Now okay. Now okay. That's it. Do you have any queries from class? How to create a partition? How to take the snapshot? Today's
No.
class we had covered that how to create a volume in the Linux system. Okay. Then next thing I had explained you how to create a snapshot. A snapshot is nothing but a point in time backup. Next is the we had changed the type of the instance. So we had how to change the type of the instance. I want to upgrade or downgrade the change the instance. These are the topics covered today. If you have any doubt, please ask me. I will repeat. Okay.
No.
Okay, I have sent you this video to you. Try to do practice on Windows. The same procedure is there for Windows also. No problem. Previously, I had explained you how to create a Windows instance and Windows volume. You need to do what we need to. Two things I will give you an assignment to you. One thing is there. Try to make on Windows. Practice on Windows also. So
Okay.
the same thing. The procedure is same. For Windows instance, take the backup. Got it?
Okay.
So, okay, create a Windows instance, attach the value, add data Windows, then delete the value, then take the snapshot, then delete the value, again restore. The whatever the thing had done same thing, you can practice on Windows also. Another thing, try to create a two instances. Try to create two instances. Create a one volume, first volume, volume one, okay, volume one, and attach volume one for first instance. Then delete the instance only, the first instance delete, then the volume which is attached to the instance one, then after deletion of the volume, after deletion of the instance, there is volume is there, this volume need to attach for other instance. You understand? I have two instances are
Yeah.
there. First I attach it to volume 1 to the instance 1, then again I want to make this volume detach and attach to another instance. Okay,
Okay. Got it. Yeah.
these are the tasks I am giving to you. Try to do tomorrow. If you face any issue there, then I will solve tomorrow. Okay.
Okay.
Anyhow, I'll send you this video to you. No problem. Okay. By just watching this video. Okay. If you know Linux easily, then you can understand. But I don't think it will be not difficult. It is having only like few commands, like 4 5 commands are there. By just observing the command, you can practice. If you face any error or if you face any technical issue, we'll discuss later. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay, okay, I'm just signing off. Okay, tomorrow I'll meet you. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.